Imagine you are sitting in your favorite coffee shop on a Tuesday morning. The smell of roasted beans in the air and the hum of conversation is all around you. Suddenly, the person at the table right next to you collapses. They fall to the floor with a heavy thud, their coffee spilling everywhere. You watch as their face begins to turn a terrifying shade of blue. People are shouting, "Someone call 911," and does anyone know what to do? In that moment, the air fills with heavy helplessness. You want to help, but you don't know how. But it doesn't have to be that way. Cardiovascular emergencies require immediate intervention. By obtaining your CPR certification and using real-time alert apps like PulsePoint, you can significantly increase the victim's chance of survival before professional help ever turns the corner. As someone who has spent their time studying the massive gaps in our emergency system and the incredible efficiency of bystander intervention, I am passionate about bridging the survival gap that exists between a person's collapse and the arrival of the ambulance. Today we will be examining the dire need for faster response times and how personally satisfying that need through training and technology. And finally, we will visualize a community where no one has to die simply because we're waiting for help just a few miles away. To understand why your personal intervention is so vital, let's look at the sobering reality of the cardiac arrest statistics. The hard truth is that our current emergency system, as heroic as it is, cannot overcome the biological clock of a failing heart alone. When a heart stops beating, the clock starts ticking against the brain. According to the 2024 report by the Mayo Clinic, permanent brain damage begins only 4 to 6 minutes without oxygen. Now, let's look at the statistics on screen. The average ambulance response time in the United States is between 8 and 12 minutes. If you do the math, that creates a 4 to 6 minute dead zone. This window of time where professional help simply arrives too late to prevent permanent damage or death. We often think of 911 as the first responders, but in cardiac arrest, the person standing next to the victim is the true first responder. By just the timing, there is a dangerous bystander gap in the country. A 2023 study published by American Heart Association notes that only about 40% of people who suffer out of hospital cardiac arrest by bystanders CPR. This is a tragedy because without immediate CPR, the chance of survival drops by 10%. For every single minute that passes, we are losing family members and neighbors, not because they couldn't be saved, but because the people staying around them didn't know how to act. The good news is, though, that you don't need a medical degree to fix this. You just need a smartphone and a couple of hours. The solution? You can close the survival gap by becoming a certified first responder and using the digital tools to find emergencies that happen near you. First, CPR certifications provide the physical skills and the legal protection you need to act. Formal training through the Red Cross teaches you push hard, push fast, rhythm of 100 to 120 beats per minute. The same beat as the song Staying Alive. You don't need to worry about being a doctor. You just have to worry about the bridge. And if you're worried about doing something wrong or getting sued, remember the American Heart Association emphasizes that the Good Samaritan law protects bystanders who act in good faith. You are legally shielded when you try to save a life. But what if the emergency happens a block away and you can't hear the cry for help? That's where PulsePoint comes in. As you can see on the slide, This app turns your phone into a localized emergency dispatch system. It syncs your local 911 dispatch alerts to alert you if there's a cardiac arrest happening in a public space within a few hundred feet of you. As described on the PulsePoint Foundation website, the app also features a AED locator, which directs you to the nearest automatic external defibrillator in the building. It tells you exactly where to go before the sirens are even audible. Imagine the difference these tools make when people put them into practice. We have a choice between two futures. We can choose a future of helplessness where we continue to lose hundreds of thousands of people annually because we stood by and waited. Imagine the silence of a room. Everyone is staring at their phones, waiting for the ambulance. There is still 5 miles away as a life fades out. But now seeing different versions of the same scenario, imagine using your phone and it's buzzing with the pulse point alert while you're at your desk and you realize someone has trouble in the lobby of your building. Because you're trained, you grab the AED from the hallway, which the app pointed out to you, and you start a heart before the paramedics even get in their truck. The New England Journal of Medicine reported a case where the bystander used an app-based alert system that saved a life 3 minutes faster than EMS could arrive. Those 3 minutes are a difference between a funeral and a second chance at life. Visualize the moment that opens their eyes because you were there. The choice to be that bridges the life and death is now in your hands. There's a desperate need for cardiac care. The solution is found in CPR training and the power of the PulsePoint app. I'm calling you today to do 2 simple things. First, visit the Red Cross website and sign up for a certification class. It takes only 1 afternoon of your life. Second, download the PulsePoint app and keep it on your phone. You have the literal power to keep a heart beating. Don't be the person wishing they knew what to do. Be the person who knew exactly how to save a life. Thank you.